East Hampton Village Board, you are live.
All right, thanks everybody. Good morning. Today is July 5th, 2023. Welcome to East Hampton Village Board's organizational meeting. If we could stand for a pledge, and we'll get started. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All righty, so if we could, I don't have any announcements. Roll call.
Mayor Jerry Larson,
Here.
Deputy Mayor Chris Minardi,
Here.
Trustee Sandra Melendez has an excused absence, Trustee Carrie Doyle,
Here.
Trustee Sarah Amadin,
Here.
Administrator Marcos Balladrone,
Here.
Village Attorney Lisa Perillo.
Here.
All right, so let's start right off with the public hearing.
Introductory number 10, a proposed local law amending the code of the Village of East Hampton, Chapter 208, Parks and Recreation, Article 1, Herrick Park, 71 Newtown Lane, tax map number 4.5-4.1.
Anybody from the public want to speak about this?
What is the proposal?
You have to stand up here.
Well, explain what the proposal is. You just said you're going to vote on something?
No, this is a public hearing. If you
Okay.
want to talk about the proposed law, you can speak about the
Well,
law.
what proposed law are you talking about?
You have to be more,
I looked at the agenda and it wasn't listed.
It was listed last week, our last board meeting, June 16th. Lisa, can you give a brief update or a summary as to what the new law entails?
Yes, it's a clarification and completely defines Herrick Park. It updates the old definition to include the additional lands. It also updates regarding park facilities. There have been new park facilities added, improved, different ball fields. It's really an updating of the very old definition of Herrick Park. It also implements some additional rules for the use of the tennis courts.
Well, I suggest that it be tabled until the court date tomorrow, that I know you were demanded to attend by the judge. So why don't we table it till tomorrow? We could talk about it tomorrow in front of the judge.
Completely unrelated to the court appearance tomorrow.
That's my suggestion. You do what you want, but I think it needs more discussion than just this with one person here from the village.
thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
I do have a comment about the law, the definition of group, and I know it was brought up in the Star's editorial. Did you see that?
I didn't see the editorial.
So in the law, the group is defined as two or more people.
Yes. That's a pre-existing definition. We
Yeah,
didn't
I know. And there must have been a reason they did that years ago when they made that law, and I don't follow it. I think we should. I think it had something to do with, if somebody has to get a permit, then they would have the priority over anybody who may just be at the park at a pickup softball game or
Correct.
something, right? So maybe we could make it. Just started. I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. Because it is kind of silly. Like, the law is requiring you to get a permit if you're just playing two people playing tennis. And we're not going to do that.
No.
So is there a way maybe we could take that part out and just make the permit would trump anybody who's using?
You could do that. You could also redefine what a group is.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I thought about that, but again, it's the same problem, like what are you going to make it, 10, 6? I mean, I think the concept or the reason behind it was just so that, and I'm guessing, so that if somebody went and got some organized group was going to play, say the middle school wanted to play a tennis match, they would have priority over 4 people that showed up to play tennis. And I think that's kind of what I got out of it, but it is kind of silly to, and then we included in facilities now the sidewalks, this and that, and then, the Star took it to the next level, saying two people can't walk through the park without getting a permit.
Understood, okay.
So, I mean, he took it to the next level, but technically, he's correct.
We can change that part of the
Yeah,
law.
so I think we just have to tweak that and figure out how to do that. So, so I think we'll just leave it open for another month anyway, while we tweak that. Lisa?
Very good.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, does anybody else want to be heard about it? Anybody else have any issues with it, other than, hi, Sandra. All right, so we'll just leave it open. Okay. Is there any public comments about anything other than the public hearing? Anybody? Board? Nobody? All right, great. All right, so we'll go into the resolutions.
Resolution number 561 of 2023, set regular monthly meeting dates of the Board of Trustees for the third Friday and work sessions for the first Thursday of each month at 11 a.m. to be held temporarily at LTV Studios, 75 Industrial Road, Waynescott, and then to continue at the Emergency Services Building, 1 Cedar Street, East Hampton, after construction is completed.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 562.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay.
I apologize.
That's all right.
562, authorize payment in advance of audit claims for public. Contracts and salary schedule effective August 1st, 2023. Members and chairs of various committees, official depositories, official newspaper, and professional consultants.
I need a motion.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
564, appoint Police Chief Mike Tracy as the village liaison to East Hampton Volunteer Ocean Rescue effective immediately.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
565, appoint Police Chief Mike Tracy as the village liaison to Town of East Hampton Anti-Bias Task Force effective immediately.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
566, appoint Susan Stokowski as registrar at an annual salary of $1,000 and Linda Byer as deputy registrar at an annual salary of $600.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
567, reappoint Hugh King as village historian at no additional compensation.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
568, reappoint John McGurk as chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals and James McMullen as vice chair of the Zoning Board of Appeals effective August 1st, 2023, term to expire July 31st of 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution number 568A, appoint Robert Caruso as a member of the Planning Board, term to expire July 31st, 2028.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 569, reappoint Robert Caruso as chair of the Planning Board and David Driscoll as vice chair of the Planning Board, term to expire July 31st, 24.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
570, reappoint Robert Caruso as member of the Design Review Board, effective August 1st, 2023, term to expire July 31st of 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
571, appoint Cheryl Dayton and reappoint Kristen Corwin as members of the Design Review Board, term to expire July 31st, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
572, reappoint Robert Caruso as chair of the Design Review Board and Kristen Corwin as vice chair of the Design Review Board, term to expire July 31st, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
572A, appoint Heather Barris as a member of the Design Review Board, term to expire July 31st, 2024, completing Amy Dalene's term.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
573, approve promotion of Georgia Plankster to the rank of lifeguard lieutenant at $21 an hour, effective July 1st, 2023, and employ seasonal beach staff, lifeguards Harper Craig and Anelia Bedini at $17.50 an hour, effective retroactively to June 18th, 2023, Justin Zorbo at $20 an hour, effective retroactively to June 22nd, 2023. Beach staff members Jason Shades and Leo Schumann at $13 an hour, effective June 30th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
574, employee 2023 seasonal traffic control officer David Betrago, effective June 30th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
575, authorized traffic control officer Sebastian Ferez Gordillo, employment termination, effective retroactively to June 29th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
576, approve the correction to Resolution 551 of 2023 in reference to retired police officer Kenneth Brabant's authorized payout to be $163,755.94 and to be paid August 15th, 2023 from the Employee Benefit Leave Reserve Fund for accumulated time.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
577, approve budget transfer Schedule 8, Reference 8, dated June 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolve the 2022-2023 village budget is hereby amended to increase estimated revenue and appropriations in the amount of $476,780 for expenditures related to the EMS building.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
579, authorizing the transfer of up to $500,000 from the undesignated fund balance to the capital reserve fund.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
580, authorizing the transfer of up to $500,000 from the undesignated fund balance to the employee benefit leave reserve fund.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
581, accept the East Hampton Village Foundation donation of $42,200.40 for Herrick Park Phase 1A renovation project.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
582, accept the $13,700 quote from GM Daggy, Inc. to conduct abandonment of the 500-gallon underground waste oil tank at the Department of Public Works shop.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
583, accept the $45,324.50 quote from Alpine Software to replace the current firehouse software.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Accept the $92,000, number 584, accept the $92,000 quote from PW Grosser for the East Hampton Town Pond benthic mat installation.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried. Could you stop there for a second?
Sure.
Billy, could you just update us on that?
Good morning, Mr. Mayor, fellow trustees. Billy Hajak for the Village of East Hampton. PW Grosser attended the last Board of Trustees meeting and provided a plan for installing benthic mats at the bottom of Town Pond. Since that time, we've been communicating with the DEC, and the DEC has informed us that they would permit up to 50% of the pond bottom to be covered. So the idea is that it's like a landscape fabric that they secure to the bottom of the pond through various methods. And the mats, or this fabric material, will smother the vegetation and kill it, hopefully kill it all. And the DEC allows you to do conduct that work in stages. So we're going to do this, the idea is to do the southerly half of the pond first. The mats stay in place for about 3 months, and then they're relocated to the northerly section of the pond. The proposal from PW Grosser was amended to include 50% of the pond. We're going to handle the permitting work in-house with the DEC. And then it also includes their staff to relocate the benthic mats multiple times. So it'll be they'd employ them and then relocate the mats 2 times for that cost.
And what happens to the mats at the end of this? Are they reusable? Can we keep them?
Yeah, we'd be able to keep them, and I mean, eventually they're going to break down. It's like that black landscape fabric, but I'm sure we could figure out a way to repair them. But yeah, the idea is that we're going to own the materials, and we could be able to use them in
We
the
could
future.
deploy them if this stuff starts to come back again?
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
great.
Sure. Any other questions?
No,
Thank you.
thanks. Okay, Lorraine.
Resolution number 585, accept the $98,000 $319.17 bid from Advantage Sport and Fitness, Inc. for gym equipment at 1 Cedar Street.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Number 586, resolve that the village attorney's office is hereby appointed to represent the Board of Appeals of the Village of East Hampton in actions and proceedings to which the board is a party, and the village attorney's office is hereby authorized to appear before the Board of Appeals of the Village of East Hampton as an advocate on behalf of the Village of East Hampton.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
587, resolve that Susan Stokowski be and is hereby authorized, empowered, and directed to notify the New York State Employees Retirement System and the Suffolk County Civil Service Department that during 2023-2024 fiscal year, the village administrator, the treasurer, and Mayor Jerry Larson may sign all payrolls for the Village of East Hampton.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Passed and carried.
588, resolved during the 2023-2024 fiscal year, the following individuals are authorized to access the payroll production system: Mayor Jerry Larson, Marcos Balladrone, Dominique Cummings, Susan Stokowski, and Rona Plinton.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
589, resolved that the comptroller and/or village attorney be and hereby are authorized to obtain within budgetary limits an appraisal or update thereof of any village property, be it real or personal, and be it further resolved that the village treasurer and village administrator be and hereby is authorized to obtain within budgetary limits actuarial services.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Passed and carried.
590, resolved that the responsibility for administration of the investment program of the Village of East Hampton is delegated to the village administrator and the village treasurer to invest monies, designate banks and/or trust companies as depositories of the Village of East Hampton, and hereby authorized to contract for the purchase of investments or establishing any bank or trust accounts.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
591, authorizing village administrator to invest all funds of the Village of East Hampton for the 2023-2024 fiscal year pursuant to law.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
592, approve the following banks or trust companies operating within the Village of East Hampton, be and they are hereby designated as depositories of Village of East Hampton funds for the 2023-2024 fiscal year: Dime Bank, Chase Bank, MBIA New York Class, and Wells Fargo LoSat.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
593, approve the Village of East Hampton enter into numerous professional services agreements, public works, and purchase contracts.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
594, adopt procurement policy.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Passed and carried.
Resolution number 596, adopt local law of 2023, introductory number 9 of 2023, a proposed local law amending the code of the Village of East Hampton, Chapter 185, licensed occupations and entertainment.
Second.
All in favor?
Excuse me, what is that? Entertainment? Oh, I apologize, I'll come on.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can you tell me what that is?
Could you just for the record, just your name and,
Oh, Michael Bebon, I live in the village. What is the entertainment that you want to pass?
that's a law that we had a public hearing on already,
Yeah,
and now we're voting on it, if we want to pass it
all
or
right,
not.
can you tell me what it is?
I don't have it in front of me, but we've already had a public hearing on this, so the public hearing is closed, so you have no comment
Well,
on it.
can I just want to make a comment, okay? You're having these meetings at 11 o'clock in the morning during the week, and most people in the village work. So you're sort of planning it so nobody comes.
Thank you for your comments.
All right, can you at
You
least
can sit-
explain to me
You can
what it
sit
is,
down
Jerry?
now. You can sit down now. Thank you for your comments. Sit down.
Yes,
This is
sir.
not public comment time.
It's questions, I'm the resident. I apologize.
Okay, can I get a motion?
So moved. So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Passed and carried. So I would ask Jerry Terza to step up and just give us an update on the EMS.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor, members of the board.
Good morning.
Mr. Administrator. First and foremost, and probably the most important thing, is that early last week, our EMS department had their biannual inspection from the New York State Department of Health. They come in every 2 years to every EMS agency in the state. They do an inspection, pretty thorough. They go over everything from equipment to records to Pretty much every bit of paperwork that's involved in the EMS is very, very paperwork heavy. I'm pleased to announce that Chief Mott from the ambulance, she and her staff, as well as our senior paramedic, Anthony Carlo, representing the paid staff, they did very well. We came out of the inspection, it was a very positive thing. It's a lot of hard work that went in on the administrative end and leadership end, but it's a true reflection of the people down in the trenches and the services that we're providing. I think since Friday morning, the 30th, when we really started looking at the 4th of July weekend, to right about now, as we were walking in, we're at about 38 calls just in that time slice. This is starting to be the busy section. We staffed accordingly. We've been looking at our crew resource management a little bit differently, which is a pretty good thing. We want to be able to provide the second, third alarm crews a little bit more efficiently. So we've been looking at that. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good. We've taken in, I think in the last month and a half or so, we've brought in 8 new members. And it's nice because 2 of the people that came in are certified EMTs. They're young folks, each from different families that have long had a great relationship of public service in this community. So it's nice to see this new generation coming up, and they're already EMTs. So that's pretty good for us. We've also taken in some new drivers, and some other folks that are going to be. They're in the transition now. Once the EMT classes start at the end of the summer into the fall, they're going to be getting into those as well. So
Very good.
it's a pretty dynamic period. So,
Great.
anybody have any questions?
No? It's going good. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.
All right, can I get a motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting is closed. Thank you all.